A DACA recipient from Fowler is trapped in Mexico after immigration authorities refused to allow her to return to the United States. Action News reporter Jean Higginson joins us from the newsroom with how Erika Leon Mejia and her supporters are hoping for help from members of Congress. Jean.
Graciela, Erika Leon came to this country from Mexico with her mother when she was 11. She grew up in Fowler. She's married to a U.S. citizen. Her 2 children are U.S. citizens. She was approved to stay under DACA, or the Dream Act, so when she applied for permanent residency and was told she had to go back to Mexico to do it, she thought everything would be fine. But instead, she was refused admission back into this country and now faces an uncertain future.
This happy family has been torn apart by an immigration issue. Erika Leon Mejia is 30. She was brought to the U.S. by her mother from Mexico when she was 11. She grew up in Fowler. Ode Guerrero is one of her closest friends.
I've known Erika since elementary school. We used to go to school together, and we even graduated from high school together.
Erika graduated from Fresno State and received a waiver to stay in this country under DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals Act. She got a job at Wells Fargo, got married, had 2 kids, and bought a house. But under orders from the U.S. government, she returned to Mexico 3 weeks ago to file for a residency permit. It was denied, and she was not allowed to return to the U.S. She is now staying in Culiacan in the state of Sinaloa. We spoke with her over FaceTime.
Right now, I'm staying at my grandmother's house. I have my kids with me.
She has a 10-month-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. Her husband had to return to Fowler to work. He and her friends are now trying to figure out how to get her home.
It's not just people who have a criminal record who are being prosecuted or turned away. It's anyone really, because it's up to their discretion. It's up to immigration's discretion to decide.
Luis Ojeda is a community organizer trying to help Erika and her family.
This is someone who deserves to be here. This is someone who deserves to stay, and that's why we're out here fighting for Erika, to make sure that we bring her back home and she can be reunited with her family, come back where she belongs.
Their strategy is to try and organize community support, and they are planning to petition Congressman Jim Costa, Senator Kamala Harris, and Senator Dianne Feinstein. Otherwise, Erika must stay in Mexico and wait 10 years to reapply.
I guess they just expect me to pick up my life here in Mexico after 20 years of not living here, you know? My kids are U.S. citizens. My husband is a U.S. citizen. I just don't know what they expect from us to do.
Erika's employer, Wells Fargo, says they are aware of this terribly unfortunate situation. In a statement, they said, as such, we believe that young undocumented immigrants brought to America as children should have the opportunity to stay in the United States. Hundreds of dreamers are employed by Wells Fargo.
Now, Erika's case is complicated by the fact that as a teenager, she briefly returned to Mexico with her mother and had to sneak back over the border to come home. That second entry, even as a minor more than a dozen years ago, appears to be behind immigration's tough action. In the meantime, in order to be closer, Erika is considering moving to Tijuana, but they really want to return home to Fowler. In the newsroom, Jean Higginson, ABC 30 Action News.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this from ABC 30, just make sure to hit that subscribe button below.